I was first diagnosed with melanoma at the age of 18. They found it on my left shoulder and it was removed just fine. And then when I was 21 in 2008, melanoma reappeared on my scalp and we had that removed. Followed up a year later, did a PET scan to see if everything was clear, and it wasn't. They found melanoma in my liver and adrenal gland, my right adrenal gland. So that's stage 4 melanoma, and that was in 2009. It's currently 2012, and I'm still fighting stage 4 melanoma. I've been doing investigational treatments at Baylor Medical Center in Dallas, immunotherapy treatments, and for the most part, I've been fortunate that those really haven't had too many serious side effects. So that's done a big part in helping me feel normal and not, really beat down, and sometimes almost too normal, where it's hard to keep a reality check of, I'm so healthy, I'm completely fine, I take 0 medicines aside from this treatment. Oh, but by the way, I still have this potentially fatal disease. So that's helped me be able to still go out and do things with friends. And I even wanted to try and run a marathon until my oncologist told me that would be too much stress on your body, let it fight cancer right now, maybe just run a few miles during the week and leave it at that. But I just have this really strong motivation to keep going, to still accomplish all these big things and do what I can while I can. And that's just been a big help. And I think a lot of people, when they meet me, would never guess that, because I don't want this cancer to define my life. It's certainly a huge part of it, and being a cancer survivor is a large part of who I am, but it's not all I am. And so I can still be, a marathon runner or a traveler or an adventurer, or be, really great at my job, and that's who I am too. I definitely consider myself physically active. I've always been really active, growing up. I've just always loved running, and I still love it so much. I've completed a half marathon and marathon in the past, and then I want to do it again, and the next time I run it, I want to qualify for the Boston Marathon because I was so close last time. I want to even go on to do an ultra marathon, and but aside from running, which is my biggest passion, just hiking, swimming, going to the gym and doing an elliptical, whatever I can. I don't feel the same if I can't exercise. I think the hardest part about this whole experience is just that, being so young, I definitely feel kind of alone in this. When I go to, the doctor's office for these things, and, when they found it on my scalp, the dermatologist said, "Oh, this is so serious, you might have to go away for a while, you might have to, quit your job and go do treatments," and he made it sound so scary, and I was like, what? You just found it on my scalp? I thought you were just getting a mole removed. Just not being prepared for how, serious it could be, the repercussions of that, and then not knowing anyone else my age who had remotely gone through anything like this, and to have to kind of explain to employers, yes, I'm 21, I'm 22, and I have cancer. May I be excused to go do treatment for that? And just having them wrap their whole minds around that, and going to the hospitals, and everyone there is, 30, 40, 50, 60 years older than I am. You just feel really out of place, and I guess you don't quite know who to turn to. I know I said I feel alone sometimes, that there's no one else my age, but there are obviously thousands and millions of young adult cancer survivors as well. And so just taking this step to go out there and find them in whatever way you can, and making things happen for you. Don't just sit back and think, well, there's nothing I can do and I'm alone. It's kind of take a stance and just try to make dialogue happen where you can, and it pays off so much.